set up a structure which essentially has, opened up the government policies. That the structure, the framework set up, exposes or introduces the framework on how to do business in Nigeria to the Irish business people. Secondly, we have also worked out a scheme where they can get their partners directly, working directly. So it now becomes an individual issue on agreeing with a partner on how to do that business. Because it's difficult for an Irish person to source for contracts in Nigeria from here. They would essentially need partners to follow up the contracts for them, to give them documents, send pre-qualifying processes and documents to them and so on, and they're working together. But you see, it also takes honesty of purpose to do business. If you are going to do business in a different setting, in a different culture, you must be prepared to understand the way things are done in that country. You see, a lot of foreigners think that, oh, Nigeria is corrupt. That's the stigma they want to give to Nigeria. But we have seen that. Look at the banks of all the international countries, the big countries. What is happening to them? The corruption everywhere. So Nigeria refuses to accept the stigmatization. Because if the foreign companies are coming into Nigeria and they're coming in through the front door with integrity, there shouldn't be any problem. But if you think, oh, Nigeria is corrupt, anything goes in Nigeria, you run into problem. Because things are changing in Nigeria. There's a process for everything. And I know that many of the Irish businesses that we have introduced or worked with are very genuine business people with integrity. And, they have to also, now get the reorientation of also knowing that Nigeria is not as IT compliant as Ireland. We're in the process of building up the e-system of doing business. So there must be patience, there must be understanding. You have to understand the culture of the people. You have to understand the temperament of the people you're dealing with. And vice versa. The Nigerians also have to understand that the Irish system of doing things is more automated than ours. So the idea is for them to help, improve our own system. And ours is to also open up, because we know that we have a lot of potentials in Nigeria, so that they can benefit from these potentials. And in Nigeria, people are coming from all over the world, from Russia, Ukraine, China, Japan, and so on. I was just reading a memo, of a speech that was read in Japan, and our colleague circulated it. It's on Africa, and I think the global perception is that Africa is the continent of the century. And when you come to Africa, I think Nigeria plays a leading role in economic development and other aspects of cooperation. So it takes understanding, and once there's understanding, there shouldn't be any problem about Irish business people going to Nigeria. But I also warn that it takes two to tango. To fall a prey to fraudsters, it means that the victim has an element of dishonesty too. Nobody tells you, you can get money you didn't work hard for. You don't even know the person, and you accept it, and you begin to pay out money in anticipation of getting some kind of money you don't even know about. By now, everybody should know. And some of these people, because we gave this kind of fraud a name, and we call it 419, it means that other people, other nationalities that are playing the same game, the fraudulent game, may just want to pretend to be Nigerians. And we know that not all of them are Nigerians, So what I tell the Irish business people we're working with is, please beware of these fraudsters. Pass through the embassy. Pass through the embassy. We have an economic desk. So you can clear the letters you get or what you are doing. You know, so we can assist you. If you need the embassy to write any letter to your counterpart in Nigeria or to any government agency or to the ministry or at any level, we'll write that letter. So you will be sure who you are dealing with in Nigeria. Because there's a lot of hustling going on in the world, not just in Nigeria. Some Nigerian may want to take people to Nigeria. You don't know the intention. Unless they pass through the embassy and explain why they are taking them to Nigeria, then it's at their own risk. If they want to go to Nigeria without telling the embassy what business they are going to do, who their partners are, you know, in any case, we are also reforming our visa section so that these things are clarified, and anybody, any Irish person going to Nigeria is sure that they are going for a business that has already been arranged, and the economic desk can help them monitor what is going on, or clear, or even investigate and tell them, you know, what they're going into. We're very prepared to protect the two sides in this partnership.